Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're taking a look at the Lincoln wheat penny, a small coin with a rich past. These pennies were made in the early to mid-1900s and are easy to recognize by the two wheat ears on the back. Some have unique features or older dates that make them special to collectors. Let's find out what makes these coins interesting and which ones could be hiding extra value. First up, the 1948 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark is a humble yet historic coin that continues to capture the attention of collectors across the United States. Minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally did not use a mint mark, this penny is part of the iconic wheat reverse series that ran from 1909 to 1958. With its circulated condition, this coin has clearly seen years of use, yet that word tells a rich story of its journey through mid-century America. The late 1940s were a time of great change in the United States. Just 3 years after the end of World War II, the country was rebuilding, booming, and beginning to redefine its place in the world. This penny was likely exchanged at a corner store, dropped in a payphone, or saved in a child's piggy bank. Holding one in your hand today is like holding a small copper time machine. In 1948, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 317 million of these pennies, making it a very common coin in terms of mintage. However, that doesn't mean it's not collectible. Many coin enthusiasts seek out a full run of Lincoln wheat pennies by date and mint mark, and the 1948 issue is a necessary piece of that puzzle. For a circulated coin like this one, the value is modest, typically ranging from a few cents up to $1 depending on eye appeal and wear. Still, its value in a collection is greater when it's part of a full series or kept for sentimental or educational reasons. Victor David Brenner's design still shines through even in a worn state. The front features President Abraham Lincoln's dignified profile, a design that has remained unchanged for over a century and still appears on pennies today. The reverse displays the classic wheat stalks on either side of the words 1 cent and United States of America with the phrase pluribus unum above. It's a simple yet elegant design that has stood the test of time. While this particular 1948 penny is circulated and shows signs of its age, some collectors find charm in those imperfections. The soft edges, flattened features, and slight discoloration all speak to the coin's long life in pockets, purses, cash drawers, and maybe even under a few couch cushions. It's been a quiet witness to decades of American life. Now, where this coin becomes even more interesting is when we talk about rare varieties and errors. Though no major widespread errors are attributed to the 1948 Philadelphia issue, that doesn't mean errors don't exist. Some coins from this year have been found with die cracks, off-center strikes, and clipped plankets. These rare errors can increase a penny's value dramatically, sometimes to hundreds or even thousands of dollars if certified and in strong condition. That's why many coin collectors take the time to examine even the most common coins under magnification. One missed detail can change everything. In uncirculated condition, a 1948 Lincoln penny can reach values of $10 to $30, and if it's graded as mint state 66 or higher, it can soar to $100 or more, particularly if it displays a bright red luster. These high-grade coins are extremely difficult to find in the wild today, as most have either been lost to time or hoarded by serious collectors. This makes any well-preserved example increasingly desirable as the years go on, but even in its worn condition, this 1948 wheat penny remains a valuable reminder of a different era. It reminds us of a time when a penny still held real purchasing power and when cash was king. For older collectors, it may bring back memories of allowance, money, soda fountains, or saving up for a Saturday matinee. For younger collectors, it serves as a fascinating artifact of American history, economics, and culture. So while this coin may not make headlines at an auction, and while its value on paper might be modest, its true worth lies in the stories it holds and the hands it passed through. This 1948 Lincoln wheat penny is more than just copper and where it's a piece of American life frozen in time. Next up we have the 1940 Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in circulated condition stands as a classic and enduring symbol of American coinage. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin belongs to the early part of the Lincoln Cent series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features the profile of President Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic wheat ears on the reverse, which earned it the nickname Wheat Penny. This design continued until 1958 and remains one of the most recognizable coin styles among collectors and the general public alike. In 1940, the United States was emerging from the grip of the Great Depression while the world braced for the impact of World War II, though the U.S. would not officially enter the war. Until 1941, the tension of the era was palpable. Every coin struck that year tells a story of a nation preparing for change. Over 586 million of these pennies were minted in Philadelphia alone, meaning they were commonly circulated, but their historical connection makes them far from ordinary. This particular coin, showing signs of circulation, has certainly been through many hands and many decades. The wear on the coin is a testament to its journey. Though some detail might be softened from years of handling, Lincoln's profile still carries its dignified expression, and the wheat stalks on the reverse still hint at America's agricultural heritage and resilience. From a collector's perspective, circulated 1940 Lincoln Wheat pennies are usually valued between 5 and 25 cents unless there is a unique error or the coin has unusually high eye appeal. However, in uncirculated, mint state condition, these pennies can command much higher prices. Specimens graded -65 and above, especially those with a red finish that shows off their original copper brilliance, can fetch between $30 and several $100s. The most pristine examples, especially those certified as MS67 read by top grading services, have been known to exceed $1,000 at auction. There are also some notable era coins from 1940 that can increase value dramatically. Collectors have found examples with double diab versus off-center strikes and repunched mint marks on coins from Denver and San Francisco, though this particular Philadelphia issue lacks a mint mark. Still, it's always worth a second look. Under magnification, any doubling in the date or lettering or misalignment in the strike could transform an ordinary penny into a valuable collectible worth hundreds. Beyond monetary value, the emotional and historical appeal of a 1940 wheat penny is undeniable. For many collectors, especially those aged 50 and above, these coins evoke a sense of nostalgia. They remember finding them in pocket change, collecting them in little blue Whitman folders, or getting them as small tokens from parents and grandparents. This tiny copper coin might have sat in a coffee can, rolled across a wooden store counter, or been saved in a Warrior piggy bank. Holding a 1940 Lincoln Wheat penny is like holding a piece of American history. It's a bridge between generations, a tiny metal time capsule that still echoes with the past. Even in circulated condition, it continues to inspire curiosity and connection. Its edges may be worn, but its story is rich and full of character. This coin is a testament to durability, to design that stands the test of time, and to the quiet yet powerful legacy of everyday American objects. While it may not buy much at the store today, its worth lies in its ability to transport us back to a different era. The 1940 wheat penny reminds us of what came before, of challenges faced and overcome, and of the value placed on simple things. For those who cherish history and appreciate the journey of coins through time, this small, copper piece remains a prized and honorable addition to any collection. Next up we have the 1930 for Lincoln Wheat penny without a mint mark in circulated condition holds a quiet but powerful significance in the world of coin collecting. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint during the heart of the Great Depression, this coin tells the story of a nation enduring hardship, rebuilding hope, and pressing forward during one of the most difficult economic periods in American history. Well over 219 million of these pennies were minted, making them fairly common at the time. Each surviving coin still carries with it a tangible connection to a turbulent and formative era in the United States, designed by Victor David Brenner. The coin features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the classic wheat ears design on the reverse. The choice of Lincoln was deeply symbolic, reflecting the values of unity, perseverance, and justice during a time when the nation needed a reminder of its strength and resilience. The 1934 issue was part of a design that began in 1909 and lasted until 1958, making it one of the most beloved coin types in American history. This particular coin shows clear signs of circulation. Its surfaces may be softened, with some detail lost in Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks less defined than in a higher-grade example. But even in this well-traveled state, it remains a rich artifact from a period when every cent mattered deeply. During the 1930s, a single penny could still buy a stick of gum, a handful of candy, or even be saved for bus fare or lunch. It was a coin that saw the inside of small-town general stores, passed from farmers to grocers, or slipped into children's piggy banks during times when saving every coin was essential. While a circulated 1934 wheat penny might only bring between 5 and 25 cents in a general market today, its real value begins to grow when condition and rare variations come into play. Uncirculated examples with original red luster can fetch between $20 and $60, with premium coins certified in MS65 condition or higher occasionally selling for over $100. Top-tier specimens in brilliant mint state red have reached auction prices nearing $300 or more. As with all coins of this age, there's also the potential for unique errors or striking anomalies. While not as widely reported as some other years, any die cracks, double dies, or misstruck examples from 1934 can send the value soaring among collectors who hunt for these hidden treasures. The absence of a mint mark confirms its Philadelphia origin, but collectors always keep a close eye on the date and lettering for subtle clues to elevated worth. The emotional pull of this penny extends far beyond its price. For many people now aged 50 or older, a 1934 wheat penny might have been part of a parent or grandparent's collection. It might have been a coin they once found in their own pocket change decades ago, or one that sat quietly in a drawer for years until rediscovered. Holding it is like holding a whisper from the past, a moment frozen in time. These coins are often the first introduction to coin collecting for many Americans. They're simple, honest, and full of quiet stories. They're not made of silver or gold, but they carry a value far deeper than their metal content. The 1934 Lincoln penny reminds us that even during the hardest times, people held on to hope. They worked hard, they saved what they could, and they moved forward one penny at a time. Today, this circulated penny continues to pass from hand to hand, now as a collectible, a memory, or a lesson in history. Whether it ends up in a collector's album, a young child's discovery box, or showcased as part of a family heirloom, it brings with it nearly a century of life. It may not sparkle like a newly struck coin, but its value lies in its journey and in what it represents, a small but powerful symbol of America's strength, character, and enduring legacy. Next up we have the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny in good condition is a historically significant coin that represents a pivotal time in American history. Minted at the Denver Mint during the height of World War II, this coin is part of the beloved Lincoln wheat cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. The 1944 penny was struck in large quantities as the United States was mobilizing resources for the war effort. It holds both historical and collectible value for those interested in numismatics and American heritage. The obverse of the coin features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This portrait has become one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world. The reverse side displays two stylized wheat stalks, which symbolize prosperity and growth. The coin's inscriptions, including the date and the D mint mark below the date, are clear. Indicators of its origin and time period. The Denver Mint produced over 430 million of these pennies in 1944, which was part of a larger effort to ensure that coinage remained in circulation despite wartime disruptions. In terms of composition, the 1940 for D penny returned to the traditional bronze alloy of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This came after a brief departure in 1943 when the U.S. Mint used zinc-coated steel to preserve copper for military needs. The return to copper in 1944 resulted in coins that were more familiar in appearance and durability to the public. Many of these coins, including this one, have remained in circulation or been kept in collections ever since. This particular coin is in good condition, meaning it has been used in everyday transactions over the years and shows signs of wear. The design details are still visible, but some areas may be slightly worn or faded. Despite this wear, the coin retains its historical charm and continues to be of interest to collectors, especially those who value coins from the World War II era. From a collector's perspective, the 1940 for D penny is not rare, but its age and connection to the wartime period add to its appeal. In good condition, its value is modest, often ranging from a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on market demand and overall appearance. However, uncirculated or high-grade versions of this coin can command higher prices, particularly if they retain original red coloring or show minimal contact marks. Coins with visible die errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes, can also be more valuable. For many collectors and enthusiasts, the value of a coin like this goes beyond its monetary worth. It represents a connection to a time when Americans were united by a common cause and made sacrifices on both the battlefield and the home front. Each coin from this period carries a sense of purpose and history that is not easily replicated. The 1940 for D Lincoln wheat penny remains a popular coin among beginner and experienced collectors alike. Its widespread availability makes it accessible, while its backstory and significance make it a meaningful addition to any collection. Whether stored in an album, displayed as part of a historical set, or passed down through generations, this coin serves as a reminder of the enduring legacy of the Lincoln cent and the era in which it was minted. In summary, the 1940 for D Lincoln wheat penny in good condition is more than just a piece of metal. It is a small artifact from a time of great global conflict and national unity. Its presence in any collection tells a story of resilience, production, and American craftsmanship. Next up we have the 1950 to D Lincoln wheat penny is a classic piece of American coinage that continues to hold value among collectors due to its historical significance and enduring design. Minted at the Denver Mint, this coin features the signature elements of the Lincoln wheat cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. Its condition is described as good, meaning that while it has seen circulation and some wear, the main design features remain clearly visible and intact. The obverse of the coin displays a profile portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. This design has been admired for over a century and remains a symbol of American numismatic tradition. The date 1952 and the mint mark D below it indicate that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main production facilities for U.S. coinage. The reverse of the coin showcases two wheat stalks arching along the edges, with the words 1 cent and United States of America prominently displayed in the center. Above these inscriptions is the motto E pluribus unum, reflecting the unity of the nation. The coin is composed of a bronze alloy consisting of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. This composition gives the coin its distinctive reddish-brown tone when uncirculated and contributes to its lasting durability over time. In the years following World War II, the U.S. Mint resumed consistent coin production using this traditional bronze formula, and the 1950 to D penny was part of that post-war output. During 1952, the Denver Mint produced over 546 million Lincoln wheat pennies, making it one of the more common dates in the series. However, collectors still value individual coins based on their condition, color, and eye appeal. A coin in good condition like this one would have moderate wear on the high points, such as Lincoln's cheek and jawline, but all major details would still be discernible. The lettering and date remain readable, and the reverse design, while worn, retains its essential features, though its market value in good condition is generally modest. The 1950 to D penny is appreciated for its role in the broader story of mid-20th century American coinage. It is often collected as part of a complete set of Lincoln wheat cent or included in educational displays that help teach the history of U.S. currency. For beginner collectors, this coin serves as a good starting point due to its availability and historical interest. Beyond numismatics, coins like the 1950 to D penny reflect everyday American life during the early 1950s. At that time, the United States was experiencing economic growth and technological advancement. In the years following the Second World War, coins circulated widely through all areas of commerce, and pennies like this were a daily part of transactions in shops, schools, and homes across the country. The wheat penny design ended in 1958, making the 1950 to D one of the later examples in the series. As a result, it holds sentimental and collectible value for those who admire this iconic period of U.S. coinage. While not considered rare in circulated condition, its appeal lies in its historical context and the enduring popularity of the Lincoln cent series. In summary, the 1950 to D Lincoln wheat penny in good condition is a well-preserved example of American history captured in coin form. It carries with it the design legacy of Victor David Brenner, the production strength of the Denver Mint, and the cultural backdrop of early 1950s America. Whether part of a personal collection or a teaching resource, this coin represents a small but meaningful connection to the nation's past.